Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Real Estate Uncensored. This is the St. Patrick's edition. We're coming live. Most of us are wearing green. Some of us are wearing some swag. We don't know who is who. We'll figure it out as we go. I just want to thank you guys for coming in and joining us. We're going to be talking about marketing, emails, all kinds of crazy stuff that you're going to be able to put into your business, implement it. I got three of the best marketers in the business here hanging out with me, so I'm blessed to have us. Gene Volpe is here in the co-pilot seat. Gene Volpe.
I don't know who that guy is. It's not Volpe. I mean,
it's not Volpe.
Yeah, like velvet attire and a chain. What the fuck is going on?
Let's save that for after house cleaning.
Okay.
Your boy the Wolf took his time and his team and his resources to make you an opener, and you continue to ignore the opener.
No, I'm going through the set protocols to get people introduced, and then we do it the right way. No. So would you shut the fuck up and let me do the intro? Here we go. Is it bad that I danced to my own intro?
I was dancing too.
Nice. Uh-oh, we got some aviators.
Oh my God. So we got some crazy people. We got Gene Volpe, we got Jake Wolf, we got Nick Sakis, we got legends in the house, Mr. Aviators himself, Jake Wolf, the founder of Clever Leads with a K. How are you, brother, man?
I'm better than I deserve, and it is St. Patrick's Day. However, this morning I was at the gym and I just realized that leg day at the gym sucks. So got a little bit of that.
Especially if you live in a 2-story house.
Yeah, no, that's happening as well.
Yeah.
So today I'm very excited to go ahead and talk about St. Patrick's Day, the pot of gold at the end of your rainbow, and the weekly email.
Oh, we got so much to talk about. When last but definitely not least, the ever shrinking man, Mr. Nick Sakis. How are you, brother? From Florida. You're sweating your testicles off over there on a beautiful Wednesday day. How are you, man?
We're good, man. We're good over here. Temperature's actually beautiful. What sucks right now is the pollen. So, like Colorado, and everybody's getting snow. We get about a foot of pollen in our front yard. That's about the only thing that I can complain about at this point. I didn't have corned beef and cabbage or hash or anything this morning for breakfast because I still am shrinking every single day. Even though I'll admit it on this show, I kind of broke down last night. We had a little sliver of a cookie cake that was left over, and I ate that shit, and I felt terrible about it. But I was in the gym this morning, bright and early, busted my own chops, and here we are.
Hey, it's called being human, motherfucker. Yeah. It's okay. And all you guys who are not watching this, Gene has decided to put on his ski goggles, which makes him invisible to the rest of the world. I don't know why he's doing that, but he's there full throttle. Gentlemen, the marketing minds that I have around me right now are astounding. So what I want you guys
are correct.
I know, that's why I said it. I want you guys, let's break down emails. I mean, and kind of distribution, visibility. Jake, this is kind of your idea for the show topic today. So walk us down this path.
Email is something that has been around for a long time.
Right.
And it does work, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to start the show and ask everybody that's listening, have you sent a happy St. Patrick's Day email out to everybody inside your database? And if you haven't, why not? Nick, tell us about your St. Patrick's Day emails and the 2 listings that popped off of it.
Yeah, so you are 100% correct. Email is not dead. What is dead with email is just sending out bullshit that's not relevant and nobody cares about. So if you send out good content, people will open and view it. And if you have a segmented audience, like I'm sure Jake can go down a whole rabbit hole of how you should segment your audience and have a VIP list and a regular list and a broadcast and all the different things, right?
We're calling that the leprechaun hole today.
Yeah, the leprechaun hole. There you go. But something as simple as a giveaway that we did for our team here locally, and it doesn't have to be a lot, right? You only need a handful of people to be hyper engaged with you to get tremendous results. So we did what we called a pot of gold giveaway. It was a stupid video that we shot and sent out to our email list. We also posted on Facebook. But the replies, and this is not very sophisticated, not as sophisticated as Clever Leads. We did a basic Google form. Everybody landed there. They put their information. They put referrals there if they knew anybody that was talking about buying or selling. But we actually have some appointments to talk to people about. We did a pot of gold. It was a giveaway for a scratch-off ticket or multiple tickets. But the real pot of gold, the real message in the email was your house is worth more than you think, and you have a ton of equity, and we should talk about selling your house. So a very simple, stupid email making us relatable for a holiday is equal to 2 appointments right now to do competitive CMAs and go talk about listing properties.
Wow. Dude, and the funny thing is that we're talking off air about this. You were doing the scratchers and everything else, and yeah, is it silly? Yes, 100%. Is it fun? 1,000%. Funny story is that my my girlfriend, not this last Christmas, we're recording in 2021, so we're 3 months in 2019, 19 or 20, I don't know. Who gives a fuck? She met my whole family for the first time at a Christmas dinner, and she brought gifts, and what it was a scratcher with a penny taped to the back of it, with a shot of Red Bull, not Red Bull, Fireball, and they have not stopped talking about it, for the last couple of years, and it's silly, but it's so effective because it gets people excited about what you're doing, right? It's a good way to stay top of mind. Gentlemen, give me your thoughts. Gene, are you skiing down the slopes over there? I mean, what are you doing? Are you an Aspen?
You don't get to ask me questions when I'm wearing these glasses.
Well, I'll throw this to Gene. Gene talks about this all the time. That people opened up our email because we did a video, right?
Yeah,
a video. We didn't just send a canned JPEG and click here, right? It was an engaging, stupid video. And Gene talk about that all the time, right? Get your ass on video. Be silly. Be transparent.
Be you. If you are goofball like me, that's fine. You know what I mean? I think people tune in sometimes to see what the frig I'm going to do next. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about a scratch off. You want to hear a story about a scratch off?
I love scratch offs. Did you go to the bottom of the pool?
What? Well, I don't get it.
I do. I'm not
I
going to
missed
tell.
that one.
You guys really don't get that joke?
No.
No,
I do.
If you want to get dumb people to have a hard day, tell them there's a scratch and sniff in the bottom of the pool.
Oh.
Jake shaking his head.
That must be a California thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wow. Okay, that bombed. All right, moving forward.
So,
Holy mackerel.
Well, I'll tell you another story. You said scratch offs like that can be silly, not if somebody wins something, right? So a couple years ago, my sister, he's all in the up and up. He paid his taxes. My sister got my father-in-law a $3 scratch off, and it was on Christmas Day. And he's in the dining room. It was like 10:30 at night. I was a couple bottles of wine in, and he goes, I walk in and he's pitch white. Like, when you see somebody they saw a ghost, he's ghost white. And I go, what's the matter? Are you okay? Like, I thought he was having a heart attack. And he goes, can you come here and look at this for me for a second? And I go, yeah. And he shows me the scratch off. He goes, what does that say to you? I said, I think you just won $30,000.
Are you for real?
I swear to God. And my sister, of course, and my brother-in-law are there, and he says to her, you couldn't have kept that one for us?
Yeah, we put a disclaimer in our video that if you hit any of these tickets, you have to at least buy a multi-million-dollar house from us.
I love it. There you go. That's smart.
At least, right? At the very minimum.
We're running some fun stuff today. We're doing a St. Patrick's Day full home moving box, kind of a giveaway. Enter your information if you're planning on moving in the next 30 to 60 days for a chance to go and win a whole home moving box set from Home Depot.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's the response been so far on that?
Over 170 people opting in.
Okay, so that works. Gentlemen, when it comes to marketing and stuff like that, when it comes to emails, are you seeing to the fact that, obviously the emails and little quirky things, like we've all had funny stories about how this works really, really well. Is this something that people should put into their marketing campaign on a monthly basis? Like, okay, so we're at St. Patrick's today, right? We're all wearing green except for Gene. Ooh, that rhymed. I should be a rapper. And we're having some fun with this whole thing, right? So what's the next holiday next month? I mean, what is that? April, what is that? Mother's Day, right?
Easter.
Or Easter. Okay, so I mean, would it be interesting or fun to do like an Easter egg hunt around town? That you can set things in specific places and let people go on an Easter egg hunt. I mean, obviously everyone's staying socially distancing, but putting things in different places and allowing your clients to go have fun with their kiddos. I mean, isn't that engaging? Isn't that something different? Right? Tell me I'm wrong.
No,
Okay,
so
never
email
mind.
is one of these things, right? So I tell everybody this, and I know my business partner over here at Clever Leads, we call him the Wizard. He says the same thing. He's been into email marketing for so many years. He says you can never get back the chance to go ahead and send out an email. And he also says sometimes the spam box is the new inbox. He says just send it. And the things that we're talking about right now is today is St. Patrick's Day. It gives you a reason to go ahead and reach out. So that's what everybody's always looking for. What is the reason for me to go ahead and reach out? So if you have a holiday that's coming up, some type of event inside your local community, social norms, it's just content. It's about the touch points, ladies and gentlemen.
So
And
let me
not
ask
a
you a
monthly thing. It's a weekly thing in a minute.
Let me ask you a question. Let's talk about that email itself, right? Not email in general, but that email. Because I'm on the other side of that fence. Like, I don't wish anybody a happy birthday on Facebook. You know why? Because everybody does. It means nothing. Somebody sent me a reminder and I went, oh, happy birthday, Nick. Who cares? Doesn't everybody do St. Patty's Day emails? Like, do you care? Tell me if you think it works or not. And I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm asking.
If you sent it to 100 people, Gene, and 99 of those people like, oh, it's just Gene, I don't care. But that one person says, oh my gosh, that was so nice. And I actually am thinking about selling my home in the next 30 to 60 days. That's the point here.
Fair point.
Yep.
But at the same time, the joke is that marketers ruin everything, right? And so email has technically, quote unquote, been ruined from what people talk about as far as marketing is concerned. But I promise you, the real OGs of marketing are using their emails as a bank account because it's your database and it's your community. It's how you get a message to people if you do it properly. And that's the thing here. You can post shit on Facebook and Instagram in a spammy way and take an RSS feed or something that's everybody else does and regurgitate it. That's terrible, right? You shouldn't do that on social media. You shouldn't do that in email. Same thing applies, right? If you're actually typing something yourself and not having not to say you couldn't have an assistant do it if you oversee it, but just relevant content, not something spam from your, conversion or, something that 100 other agents are putting at the same time as you. It's thoughtfully crafted by you for your audience. People can see, they know that, and they'll respond to that.
I'm a big fan in making sure I don't give away the 7 or 8 steps of the chess game in the email. A lot of people get wrapped up with having to go from top to bottom of funnel inside of an email. I'm a big fan on giving enough of the juice with embedded links to go ahead and bring somebody over to more of a video format. I use email as a lever a lot of times to go ahead and see people, get them into more of a funnel type scenario, a landing page, a video set, some type of area that they're pixeled. So, but email works, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely works all day.
So let me ask you again, I'm going back to you because you brought it up, right? And I'm seeing some of your stuff.
Me?
So like, yes, the
Okay.
sergeant. So yesterday I saw your email about Tactical Tuesday. So you're very good about, right before, right during, right after, all that stuff. But I noticed there's not a lot of visual. Tell me about your picture, video, and
plain text. I like super plain text, just with the link embed, just enough to get the juices flowing for the link click to go ahead and drop right into the more robust video social environments. And I was sending everybody from that email that you saw to my tribe right back to our private Facebook group. So that link click was just an embed direct to the actual page. If none of the people that are inside my email system have access yet, then all of a sudden I get new members.
And it's also, it looks like it's written from you, right?
Which
if you have this beautiful templatized, thing and, opens up and things are moving and all that crap, it's like immediate spam. Boom. But if it's written in some form like you would write another person. So there's a really good point on email. If you craft email to a broadcast, right? craft the email as if you were writing to an individual, not to 1,000 people. So there's a tip. How would I open up my email and write something to Greg McDaniel personally? And craft your message that way, and then send it out to 1,000 people.
Okay, break that down. Break that down real quick. So let's pretend you and I are in business together, which we obviously are because you're on the show. And you're going to write an email to your entire database, and I'm part of your database. How would that sound? How would that look?
Just like the Sarge said, right? It's maybe one, like you wouldn't write an entire email. Now, and people who use BombBomb, and like I embed pictures in there too and GIFs sometimes. For St. Patrick's Day, I did. But as little information as possible, spark the curiosity, get them to click out with the link. But just think of how you would normally text somebody or email somebody personally. And I don't know how to explain that and more, just be as simple as possible, right? A creative writing class from a long time ago, and this translates into marketing. If you can say something in 5 words instead of 10, say it in 5, right? Like just cut the fluff out, cut the shit out, get to the point, send that.
So I want to question you on that, because these are all things that are going through my head, right? Because I am attention span deficient. Like if you send me an email with, you remember the old college classes where they would teach you about PowerPoint presentations. It was no more than 5 bullets and no more than 7 words per line, right? That's like how my mind works. If you send me an email, there's 4 paragraphs. Immediately I go, all right, I'll get back to this. This is going to take me a while to sit down and muddle through and respond. I'll get back. And then what happens? I get 655 other emails and I don't ever get back to you. So when I tell people, if you write me a diatribe on stuff, whether it's a marketing tactic or a personal email, and it's 80 pages long, just pretend like you didn't send it, because I'm not responding to it. If you give me quick bullet points, like be there too, here's the link, I'm way more likely to click. So talk to me about the difference between, go into it a little further. And this goes back to what Jake was saying too, about driving to a place where there's a pixel and on a landing page. I hate long form marketing. I hate it with a passion. I know it works. It's part of the reason why I hate it, because people like that stuff. You ever see those like I'm wearing the funnel hacker, the click funnel things where you get to that page finally and it's 9 million pages long? Not once in my entire life have I ever read that, but that's because I have a problem, right? Some people will. Talk to me a little bit about short form, long form. So if we have a short email with a link to a page, is that page on a long form? Like what's that look like?
Depends on the agenda, right?
We're talking real estate, right? So give me something from a real estate perspective.
So just like what we just did, a perfect example, the St. Patrick's Day thing, right? The email itself was maybe 5 sentences, not even 3 sentences. The image was there. So like people who use BombBomb, like BombBomb's still great. It's still deliverable. That's the other thing when Sarge was talking about like less stuff in the email. A lot of times when you're sending mass emails out, the more simple it is, the less pictures, the less links out. Like you shouldn't have multiple links for number one, because you should only tell people to do one thing at a time. There shouldn't be multiple things going on. But 2, it goes into spam faster if there's a bunch of shit in the email. So that's right. First off, right? From a simple perspective, it's just enough. Watch if you're embedding a video or a picture of a link that goes to a landing page, that landing page has to be very simple. Why the customer should know, and this is marketing 101. If the customer doesn't know what's going to happen on the other end when they click, they're not going to click. So in the email, it's very simple. Watch this video of our giveaway, enter for your chance to win. They know exactly, if I'm clicking this link, I'm going to watch this video and that's what I'm going to expect. And then that's what's on the other side. So it's very simple. It's very direct. It's one thing at a time. Don't confuse it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Simple.
Love it.
So we've stepped up our game over here so we can import thousands and thousands of any type of data set into Clever Leads. And then it's automatically categorized with address, city, state, things along those lines. We've built merge fields, and we're our own email service provider as well. So I like to put the actual first part of their address in the subject line. If all of a sudden you've seen an email come into your smartphone, which gives notifications all the time, a lot like text. And here's a perfect example. Today, we're going to be sending out campaigns across all of our accounts. We're grabbing every single person that has an email, literally putting in the first part of their address as a merge field, and then saying, hello, this is so-and-so. Check the pot of gold at the end of your rainbow. how much equity do you have in your home with a link embed click that runs right to one of our landing page sets that takes them through a 5-stage funnel so that they can go ahead and get an instant estimate on their home's value right now today. Anybody that comes through that funnel and off those email sets, we're going to know that they're more intentful based upon our whole database because it's already set up. And it's kind of a cute little spin on words. We might put a little bit extra fluff in there to go ahead and talk about St. Patrick's Day and say hello and hope you're well and blessings and things like that. But just quick, sweet, utilizing some things that would attract the open rate inside those emails.
Relevant to them, right? Just like you said, you mentioned merge fields. Yeah. And so merge fields were first initially on the scene based on like your first name. So if you've ever signed up for something and used a fake name and now you're getting emails back from them saying, hey, dickhead, thanks for signing up, right? That's like, it happens all the time. Jake uses that in a really cool way because he has the addresses of people, which if you're in real estate, you should have their address. Use that address in the subject line. So when they're scrolling through, they're more likely to click because it's their address, personalized. I love that. Gene's gotten, hey, dickhead, thanks for signing up.
I was just going to say, that's where all those emails are coming from. Back when I was 26, signing up for Columbia Records.
Stupid.
Some of the kids didn't get that.
That's because they're 12, and that's okay. So if we're going to execute on email at a high level, where would you start? Is it your friends and family, your database? Would you go out and buy a cold list? Would you hire a company like Clever Leads or use Nick Zachris or Gene Volpe on their different marketing platforms? How would someone start on a limited budget to kind of get going on, again, start this freight train going down the tracks? Gentlemen, who would like to take this question?
I'll run. So for the life of time in marketing, all right, people have been asking all of us for our emails. All right, the best way to go ahead and get some type of contact information from somebody who's interested in your product or your service is to give them something in exchange. Okay, every single one of your websites, even if you're not using us, you guys really need to focus on when somebody does come to that landing page where you are literally asking them for your email, find something to give them in exchange. Maybe it's a PDF of some sort. Maybe it's a buyer's guide. Maybe it's a seller's guide. Maybe it's some type of information, top 10 things that you can do for home improvements to increase your home's value or whatever that is. Just something tangible, PDF type form. Gather their email. Then it's almost like they gave you permission to stay in contact with them. So that's what's important, right? So having the ability to capture, you're going to end up getting folks. It's super easy. They would rather give you their email than their name or their phone number. So it's the most exchanged piece of information between human to human and online. All right. Then after that, now you have a database of people. But the most important thing is to stay consistent with emailing. And at a minimum, my suggestion has always been in many different industries, once a week at a minimum. But you're always able to go ahead and find things to go ahead and talk about. Good, genuine information that's relevant to people in certain processes of their real estate life cycle. Or stuff that's going on in your local community. It's the touch point that's so important. That's why email should not be forgotten about. Now, just like Gino says, if you get into the 7 steps of the chessboard, you're going long form. Some people consume that content, but that's a small percentage of everybody else. I highly suggest that you guys utilize email more textish, short form, and use it as a lever and a launch pad to go ahead and kind of come over. But those are some of my suggestions.
I love it. Chris is saying that his cat got CDs from Columbia House. So that's how that rolls. Yep. Gene and Nick, thoughts, gentlemen?
I mean, the point of all this, people say email's dead, but I promise you, I know everybody listening to the show, like there's a handful, 5 to 10 different email addresses that you get an email from that person or that company, you're opening it. So just be that company or that person for your clients. It's stupid simple, right? Be relevant. Like same thing we talk about for social media. Be the neighborhood guy. Have the vendor. Be the guy that knows the guy. Send all that information. Like this, it's very similar to our social media strategy of you're the town mayor. It's just one channel of communication.
I love it. So let's talk about channels of communication. So we have our emails down.
Here's the clubhouse rant.
Oh, wow. Just beat me
Tell me if he
down.
was right. Was he right?
No.
Oh man, he's pivoting right now.
Now I'm gonna go there. Now I'm gonna do it. But so we have multiple channels of communication. What's more important in your mind? Is it in person? Is it email? Is it phone calls? Is it text messages? Is
I'll
it?
take that.
Oh, I'm not done.
No,
Social media, video. I mean, because there's so much stuff we can all put together, and I mean, we have to be omnipresent, right? I mean, just like Chris's cat got CDs from from Columbia House, which, by the way, I actually remember getting those, and that's really dates me. But anyway, Gene, you take it away, brother. Let's go.
The answer to that question is whatever platform your people are responding on. So, and the reason why I say that is because you don't know, right? So you got to be, like you said, omnipresent. You got to be everywhere. So your Facebook links and your YouTube links and your office address have to be in your email signature. Your email address has to be on your Facebook and your print. Like, it needs to be, they need to connect. We've talked about this over the years, where it's like, you're posting stuff on social media that's digitally created. Why aren't you also using that stuff for your email marketing? Or when you create an email, there's stuff there that's digitally created. How come you don't use that for your mailers? Like, you can use all these platforms, and then the one I care about the most is the one that's driving the most ROI. But I'm still going to do all of them. Like, even if you're doing Pinterest and you're not getting leads from Pinterest directly that you know of, it's still an important tool to have in the toolbox, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Clubhouse. And there's my pitch.
There it was. Nicely done.
Well, wait a minute. So is the average agent still a 50 to 55-year-old female?
57, yeah.
57, yeah.
57-year-old female is the average real estate agent walking around the United States. Your database is still opening up emails, for sure.
Oh, you're right. No,
So
you're
if
right.
you're a 57-year-old female real estate agent and you're afraid to go live on Facebook, then maybe you should step up your email game, because that could be your channel. That could be your home run.
Well, here's the thing. I have parted ways with a company. I'm not going to say their name. That used to do a lot of emailing for me with videos and everything else. And, I will tell you one thing. I literally got zero business from this company. Zero business. And so when you say step up your email game, excuse me. What does that mean? Because I put a lot of fucking effort into figuring out titles, topics. We went across the board on everything in regards to getting content. It didn't do fucking shit when it came to developing business. So how would you develop business from your email game? I really want to fucking know this.
So, Greg, I'll help you with that. Okay.
Thank you, Jacob.
Secondly, it's like fishing. Okay. If you want to catch a fish, you're going to have to go fishing. All right. So even if you have a bad day on the lake and you're out there working your butt off and you really didn't hook anything, at least you gave it the go ahead, right? The fish and try. If you are fishing and you're just not getting any bites, maybe you got to change your lure.
But I did.
Yeah.
I changed my damn lure all the damn time, and we did everything humanly possible.
So here's another thing, right? When you talk about attribution of your marketing initiatives, ladies and gentlemen, so you asked a question, and Gino's heavy into social. I love everything that he does. Nick, he's phenomenal, especially with his advertisements on social. Spin the wheel for me. Like, if there's something that I can go ahead and use as an advantage for marketing initiatives, I'm going to put those to work for me. So literally, I'm going to lay it out on my battle board. I'm going to go text, email, auto dialers, voicemail drops, social marketing, YouTube advertising, geofencing. I'm just going to throw it all out there, and I'm going to start creating campaigns to where these things are all interlinked as one. And I'm going to use all of those, because if I couldn't sleep at night as a marketer, ladies and gentlemen, to know that I'm not sending out a weekly email. It's that important, right? So, and or putting strategies together because of calendar events like St. Patrick's Day or social norms in your marketplace. So if you don't find that conversion, then so be it. But however, let's talk about attribution real quick. I see this all the time, and I've seen it in so many industries where I could be sending advertisements to somebody every day. They're watching my videos, consuming my content or whatever the hell. And then just miraculously, 20 days later, they go to my website, pick up the phone and call me. If you're not asking how those people found out about you, then you're not getting a good vision of attribution. So don't ever discredit that just because you think email and the direct funnel that you're trying to take people through from those initiatives aren't actually working. It's more important to go ahead and kind of take a look at your open rates on your email. If somebody took time, if you've caught their attention enough for them to open, and even if they didn't link click, at least they consume some of your content. And guess what? You've been able to go ahead and penetrate their day and take up some mind space and deliver some of your initial messages to these people. So we don't know unless you're asking most of the time. All right. So attribution comes in many different forms, and we're all human beings and we have our own way of style. I text hundreds and thousands of people on a daily basis out of every one of our accounts. Sometimes we send out text messages. Instead of that person responding via text, they just call. Okay. I would rather talk. So don't discredit the work, but don't ever not do the work. There's some things that we can go ahead and adjust.
I like that. Don't discredit the work. Just make sure you do the work. That's the big thing. I mean, what have I told the three of you guys multiple times about what real estate agents are? There's three things that they are. Can you guys recite them back to me?
No. What you tell us off air? Ugly, stupid. And
no, that's just your friends. They are lazy, cheap, and paranoid.
Oh,
and it's not a bad thing that they're lazy,
not much worse than what Gene said.
Well, at least we're not attacking their looks. I mean, let's be honest here.
Fair
you got to keep this above board. Good God, Jake.
A lot of that comes from lack of knowledge, though, too. I mean, so many real estate agents get into the industry, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I've got to be an advanced marketer and advertiser, and that's like the largest thing that I'm supposed to do. And
dude,
you know, I feel bad for a lot of folks. I talked to thousands of agents in the last 12 months. Okay, from brand new 20-year-old nothing getting into the industry all the way up to people who are experienced brokers with teams. And, you know, everybody just wants to go ahead and actually talk to somebody, go out and show a home, go help a buyer find a house, do their core competency. And it just gets so frustrating because there's so many different moving parts and there's so many different suggestions. You get on Clubhouse for a second and all of a sudden here's 400 different opinions from real estate agents. And to be honest with you, for me as a marketer at my level, those are all really great suggestions. Write them all down, figure out how to incorporate it in, but take action.
So I completely agree with you, Jake, and this is the reason why I agree with you, is I had a conversation with an incredibly awesome human being. Miss Veronica Jones referred me over to this guy. He's about a year plus into the business, and his exact verbiage to me this morning was, I love doing real estate, but I don't understand tech, and I don't want to become a marketer. It takes all my time away, and I'm like, I got you covered. It'll let me help you out how this is going to work. And he's like, really? You know, your resources can do that. And by the way, I mentioned all three of you when I had a conversation with him. And again, I don't make any money off these fools, guys. Anyone who's listening to this, not watching it. But the thing is that a lot of real estate agents have that same thought. They're like, how in the mother blank am I going to get business when I just want to sell a house? Well, you go out there and you work with people like Nick, Gene, you know, Jake, you know, and you guys you surround yourself with the right people who've already fought this battle. They've already taken the machete. They've cut their way through the jungle. Now they've laid a path. All you have to do is stay between the lines. Don't fall off on the edges, and you're good to go. It's really that simple.
It's not just this industry. And Gene and Nick and I are not just in real estate agent marketing industry.
Right.
We have other clients in different industries. I've been doing it for a very long time. There's probably not an industry I haven't touched. And I used to go ahead and actually, I was the lead marketing consultant for a private equity firm in Chicago, analyzing acquisitions and mergers. Okay, so real estate agents, it's not just you guys. All right, I've had chiropractors walk through my office and say, my competition is kicking my ass. I need a better way to expose my brand. I don't even want to deal with marketing, but I need more consumers. The guy that's running the pizza shop, same kind of scenario. You're in business. It's just business. So you have competing forces, but all people who are in business need to go ahead and acquire a customer to go ahead and have revenue in an increased way. So don't be overly frustrated. If you guys don't have time to go ahead and do this, if you don't have the knowledge capacity to go ahead and do this, this is the exact time to go ahead and reach out. Now, all of us here, Nick and Gino and I, we didn't get to the levels that we're at without having to go ahead and fight through the trenches. We took the shots on the chins when we first started out in the marketing industry. And I can guarantee you that each and every single one of us went ahead and deep dived into every single educational resource that we've had. Luckily for me, I've had the opportunity to go ahead and be on the leading edge of marketing while we've seen such a dramatic technology change throughout the last 15 to 20 years. I was forced to go ahead and understand and learn all of these new things as technology and social grew and advertising and stuff, because I had to be that for my clients in different industries. But if you're not going to dedicate yourself towards obtaining knowledge like that, you're going to have to find somebody else to go ahead and help you out. Period. Absolutely. Yeah. Period.
Well said, gentlemen. Let's go over a couple more topics. What are two more topics?
Can I piggyback off what he just said?
Of course you can, buddy.
So we talk, like, Greg, you were talking about overwhelm, and there's so many different things and so many different channels, and what do I do when I feel stagnated? The only common thread in all of this right now, whether Gene talks about social media, I talk about social media, Jake is talking about email and being very tactical with that. And if you're sitting at home and you're like, either A, I just started real estate and I don't know what to do, or B, I've been in it for a long time, but I don't want to, be a marketer. It still all comes down to your database and the people that know, like, and trust you. And that is, like, you take away anything from this, whether you're sending emails, doing social media, uploading these people on a custom list on Facebook, whatever you're doing, it's getting in front of the people that already know, like, and trust you. And that's one of the biggest things that moves the needle the most when I talk to people, is everybody comes and they're like, I need to be out there and I need to see everybody and help me with my marketing. I want to spend $5,000 a month and get all these new people, and completely neglect your biggest asset, which is your database. So if you don't take anything away from this call, like, seriously get hyper-focused on the people in your database, because it's your business. And it doesn't have to be just people that have bought and sold from you in the past year or past month or whatever. Anybody you grew up with, anybody you went to high school with, anybody that you worked with at a previous job, get all of their contact information, text messages, addresses, where do they live right now. And then you can figure out how you want to market to them, whether it's email, social media, Clubhouse, invite them into a room, whatever, right? But it all comes back to that in the beginning. I gotta throw shots, but database.
Hey, so here's a question for you right now. Okay, so I'm Joe, new agent, right? Or Jane, I'm not sexist. And I'm getting into the business. I'm super fluffy tailed. I'm so excited. I'm like, woohoo, let's go. But shit, I don't have anyone to talk to. My suggestion, and got marketers weigh in. I could be off. I might be, could be. But my suggestion would be go into your, what they call this thing, a phone, smart device, and get your contacts in there, because there's going to be a ton of people in there that you can reach out to that you've already made connections with. Gentlemen, who wants to take this?
Well, first, let me do this. If you have nobody to talk to and you're in real estate, you're with the wrong brokerage.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, let's start there. If you're not getting the support you need from the higher ups and team members, this world, there's enough money for everybody. So if you're running into people that are not sharing their secrets with you, because that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. You're going to get me in trouble with my people. No, but you're with the wrong brokers if you're not getting the support that you need, right? And that was a toss up for Greg, and I don't make any money off Greg getting the XP agents. But there's that's first. I mean, that's the simplest part. I'm going to leave it there for you. You're in with the wrong brokerage if that's the case. I mean, you should always start internally. Your brokers have most of the answers. If you have attorneys on staff, they probably have all the answers. If you have a team lead somewhere, or an OP, if you're a KW, or you have whatever, you should be asking those questions there first.
Yeah, good point. Nick, Jake?
I'm very biased because I do this on a daily basis, right? So I just download every single confirmed homeowner in your zip codes that has a cell phone number now on do not call list, and I say hello to these people. So on a daily basis, we're getting into conversations with folks, and we have proven scripts and messages. So for brand new agent to existing agent, I literally look at them the exact same way because I still need to give even the existing agents a makeover when they come to my house. I literally am pulling stuff off the shelf like, oh, you need a little bit of this for the party. You need a little bit of that. And that's why I take time with every single one of the new agents that decides to work with us at Clever Leads to have an hour-long consultation and discovery call, because I'm finding out about who they are, what are their goals, where they're working, what kind of competing things are coming at them, what they've done previously, what their existing data sets are, and then building out almost like a custom plan and utilizing my whole system. So
absolutely perfect. I love it. Guys, we have Kyle Draper here kicking it with us. If you guys don't know him, he is an amazing human being, does a lot of video. Coach Kyle, this guy's a fucking legend. You guys got to go follow this fool. I had him on my podcast, this podcast, and he's just a great dude. A lot of video. He's another mastermind that you guys need to connect with. Gentlemen, we got about 3 minutes. I'm going to wrap this thing up so that people can go about their day, and you guys can get back to making money, and I can get back to napping. So,
let's pound the topic, right? So, email. Let's go. It. Ladies and gentlemen of the United States of America, or even in other countries, email is a thing that still does work. Okay. You'll never have an opportunity to go ahead and go back to yesterday to send out that email. Content calendar, write out some stuff, sit down, pour a cocktail, have a glass of wine, find your quiet time, and go ahead and write out some stuff that's consumable content and utilize email. You're going to get a return on your investment regardless. Stay consistent, always take action, and be the best you can be.
Absolutely. Great. All right. Gene, over to you.
I don't know. How do I follow that one up?
You don't. That's why I went to you, because I wasn't going to do that.
Listen, you know my story, right? Just hit your boy up. You can do it. Do it for me, Greg.
No, we're not in the closing statements yet. We're just getting thoughts on marketing. We'll do that in a minute. Gosh, okay. We're gonna pause you. Nick, over to you.
I got to tell you, I feel so patriotic when I hear the Sarge talk. Like, I feel like I should have my hand over my heart.
Yeah, I hear music. I'm with
Seriously, yeah. It's amazing. My tip, here's the thing, whether it's email, whether it's social media, whether you're talking to your database, whether you're trying to attract new clients, big tip of the day, speak like you're talking to one person, not 1,000. It changes your mind frame. It changes your pitch. It changes everything, especially in the beginning when you're not comfortable, when you haven't said on a lot of stuff. Speak one-to-one and use the platforms to go to many. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that.
I like that a lot. I want to go a little bit deeper that with you. Hey.
Why do you? Because he you still had him up.
Chin was moving way too much for that. That didn't work.
No. On your behalf.
I'm trying to download something that would be funny, but I can't get it in time. So I'm just
from where? Youporn.com?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite sites.
From there, he knows he's already got it downloaded. You don't have to worry about downloading it.
I have
incognito windows in full effect.
Okay, this took a hard left. All right, let's do our final takeaways. Jake, we're going back to you, and I'm so sad I couldn't get this downloaded in time, because I'm gonna have it for next week. This is gonna be hilarious based upon Nick's statement. So, Jake, final takeaways, and then how they can get a hold of you, where you are, and what you do for a living.
Since it's St. Patrick's Day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give a little bit of a safety briefing. Okay. So we all want to see your bright, shining, smiling faces next Wednesday for the marketing roundtable. So please be responsible tonight. Go hang out with friends. Remember, there are weird new technology companies called Uber. So don't drive. Enjoy the hell out of yourself. God bless you and all of your families. All right. Looking forward to seeing you if you ever want to come over and see.
I saw that down below. I'm like, I gotta get that on camera. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and spend some time with me and hang out with the cool kids of Clever Leads, go ahead and come on over, enter your information on my website, give us your email, and one of my 40-some employees will go ahead and reach out to you and say hello and book you for some time with Old Sarge. And we can talk about life and liberty and real estate.
I love it. Nick, since you are so patriotic, you're up next. How do they get a hold of you? What do you do? And just kind of who you are, just real fast to close it out.
Find me on social media, Nick Sakis. Google Nick Sakis. You can find my calendar, book an appointment with me, talk about how we can use social media to enhance your business, whether it's through branding and retargeting your database or high-level lead generation with follow-up and book appointments for you on your calendar. Give me a shout.
Love it. And now we're going to go to the evil bald ninja himself. Always surprised to see himself on camera. There he is. How
But he didn't even talk about his necklace this whole time. Like he's wearing a new piece. We didn't even touch on
that. Yes. Talk about your necklace. What is it? Digital Architect.
How about that, huh? I can't get into all the details, but there's some stuff going down. And you're coming to your neighborhood soon in an RV, and my superhero might be on the back of it waving to you. We'll see. I don't know, but keep your eyes open.
You know, when you say you're coming to my house, my neighborhood in an RV, and I'm like, we have so many questions there.
Yeah. A la Breaking Bad. We're not cooking meth.
It's called cooking blue, not meth. We don't do drugs here, okay?
What's blue?
That's what they did. They cooked blue on the show. They made the best drugs.
Don't ruin it. I'm only on episode 2 of season 2. Relax.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah. All right. So GVI Media, guys, can reach out to Gene. He will be able to help you do a lot of media stuff as well. For me, guys, I appreciate you asking. Thank you, gentlemen.
Greg, how can people get a hold of you, and how are you doing today?
I am doing well, thank you. You know what? I have an EXP team. I'm not going to hide that. We are looking to hire folks. We have an incredible assortment of human beings, aka Gene, Jake, and Nick, that are just crushing it and going to help you guys out. We're going to help you guys, go from this of a wolf pack of 4 to a wolf pack of 20.
Whoa, look at
building
that.
your business. Okay. But I want to wish you guys a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Make sure to wear your green. If you guys are not watching me right now, I have a shirt that says "Pinch Me," and it says, "And if you do, I'll kick you in your shamrocks." So I wear this shirt on St. Patty's. Thank you, Mom. But guys, we love you to pieces. We cannot do these shows without you. So thank you for your support, your love. Go and give us a 5-star, not a 2-star review on all the different platforms that you guys watch and listen to the podcast. So the algorithm will give us serve us up to other folks. But my 3 esteemed colleagues on this show, I think there's only one color we can pick for the bow on this show. Now, what would that be?
2, baby, 2.
All right, give me the other one. I know one.
After my favorite NFL team, I had to throw that in there for Mr. Gino because I know he's a sports guy. We got to go green and gold, baby, for St. Patrick's Day. Just saying.
Gold is good. Yeah.
All right. I'm down with that. All right, there it is, guys. Thank you for another amazing show. This is a green and gold bow on the show. We love you to pieces. Until next time, peace out, ninjas. We gone.